Hi, my name is Shayla Hillstrom, and I will be teaching everybody how to hurdle today. My target population would be high school beginners, and our objectives of the session are to have a clear lead and trail leg, to be able to hurdle a 30-inch hurdle with confidence, and to be able to come off the hurdle into their next stride. For our practice session today, we will be starting with warm-up drills, which would include a one-lap jog, and then the dynamic drills, and also hurdle mobility. Next, we'll be working on the hurdle-specific drills, which would include wall drills, the dynamic hurdle drills, and the over-the-top drills. First, we'll be going into the hurdle wall drills, which focuses on the lead leg and the trail leg movements, while also warming up your hips before jumping into the dynamic drills. So while doing these hurdle drills, athletes need to have an internal focus. This is because athletes need to be able to control the coordination and the movements of their body and able to hurdle. So to start this drill, you will need one hurdle, and you want it set at the lowest height and pushed all the way against the wall. For this drill, you'd be working on your lead leg, focusing on keeping your knee high, your chest up, and your hips forward. And so you will take a few steps into the hurdle and kick up into the wall. You want to reach for the wall to make sure that you're keeping your chest high, and then you will be stepping back and doing the same thing 6 times each leg. So our next drill is also part of the wall hurdle drills, but this one focuses on your trail leg. For this drill, you want to have the hurdle still at the lowest height, but about 1 foot away from the wall. So to start this drill, you want to have your hands up on the wall, have a slight lean with your chest, but you still want to keep it up. While doing this drill, you want to bring your trail leg up, you want to bring your knee up to your armpit, and keep your toes flexed up. Through this drill, you want to bring your knee up and over the hurdle and drive it down underneath. All of these hurdle drills simplify the overall hurdle technique by breaking it down from trail leg to lead leg and making it easier for athletes to get those basic movements down before jumping into the whole movement. Okay, for this next drill, these are the dynamic hurdle drills, and we will start with 6 hurdles evenly spaced apart. For demonstration purposes, I'm using 3. First, we will be doing a walking lead leg drill where you'll be walking, and once alongside the hurdles, once you get to the hurdle, you want to do the leg that's closest to the hurdle, bring your heel to hamstring while keeping your hips up. It's similar to the drill that we were doing on the wall with the lead leg, and then you will be driving it down underneath you and then walking through and doing that with each hurdle. For this drill, you would be doing 2 times each leg all the way through all 6 hurdles. Okay, this is the next part of the dynamic drills. This would be working on your trail leg. So it's the same thing. You'll be alongside the hurdle, and the leg that is closest to the hurdle will be your trail leg this time. So we'll be walking through it. So once you get to the hurdle, you want to step in front of it with your lead leg just so you can get your hips in front of the hurdle. And then with your trail leg, you want to bring it up and over and drive it down. So it's the same thing. You'll be going through each of these all the way through with each leg twice. So for the dynamic drills, I already demonstrated the walking parts, but we will be progressively getting closer to hurdling. And so for the next drills, you would do the same thing for your trail leg and your lead leg, but you will be skipping and jogging in between. So this practice would be considered a variable practice. This is because for all of our drills, you focus on the lead leg and the trail leg, but you practice the technique in different variations. So I chose this approach to my practice session because it has been shown to be one of the most effective ways of teaching athletes and just people in general. And it also gives that repetition and the progression, which is really crucial for hurdling. And then also based off of my own experience as an athlete and as a coach, I've seen that this is one of the most effective ways of teaching somebody how to hurdle.